So everyone's growing, buying more rigs, scaling up. Good, that's what we want, but are we doing it right? We've seen some contractors go from 0 to 6 this year, and others add 6 more to their fleet. Some have nailed it, others could be on the verge of losing control. Not enough skilled crew, rigs sitting because their in-house teams can't maintain or run them properly, and a backlog of jobs weighing on them more and more each day. We're also seeing a lot of fleets that are totally mismatched. 6 different rigs from multiple manufacturers with mismatched ancillary equipment. This makes everything harder. More spare parts, more mechanical knowledge, more suppliers, more specific training. It becomes far harder to lean into your equipment and get the best out of it. Lots of new companies come in looking for the edge, the smarter way. They want to believe the sales hype about the latest and greatest equipment, claiming to revolutionize the industry. There's no magic rigs. They all go round and round and up and down. And to be clear, every platform, including ours, has strengths and weaknesses. There is no perfect rig. Sure, some rigs make the job easier and enable higher productivity. There's no rig that's going to make the job 5 times easier, 5 times more consistent, and 5 times more profitable than everyone else. If there was, we'd all already be using it. We've seen people buy platforms with the wrong capabilities for their workload and regret it almost instantly. You don't need deep industry knowledge to work out a solid business model and scaling plan. Just use common sense and look at the real evidence, not the sales pitch. Look at what others are doing. There's no shame in copying a model that works. Doing something different doesn't mean more success in this industry. It usually means the opposite. We need to focus on what makes bank, and that's productivity. Drilling more holes pays for any transportation costs saved with a smaller rig or truck-mounted rig. And just because one bit of equipment on site is smaller doesn't mean it has the capability to do the work in the space or make things easier. You have to look at the total package. A smaller setup isn't automatically better just because you're doing smaller residential jobs. You have to scale with a setup that's the least compromised. Something that can do air and mud rotary, DTH hammer, and install casing if needed. You need future-proof capabilities, something that supports staff retention and development while keeping maintenance simple and downtime low. And when we say future-proof, we mean don't just spec for the projects in front of you today. Look at where this industry is heading. We're seeing a massive shift towards deeper boreholes and larger fields, hospitals, schools, industrial sites. Just because a rig can drill 650-foot holes doesn't mean it can do it productively in real-world geology. Unless all the jobs are magically air hammer formations, small rigs are going to struggle with the new norm of deeper holes. You'll be stuck saying no to tenders, or worse, saying yes and losing money trying to get them done. Some contractors scale with a narrow mindset. All we do is residential, so we'll spec for that. Then they get offered a 200-hole commercial job at 800 foot and realise the fleet can't handle it. Uniformity matters too. If you're stuck to one unified setup and your team knows it inside out, you can scale smart. It's easier to move staff between jobs, onboard new hires, and keep everything running. Some of the most successful contractors we've seen, regardless of brand, run consistent, standardized fleets for this exact reason. This year we watched a contractor go all in on a so-called magic technology rig that claims to drill 3 to 5 times faster with a tiny footprint. 3 months in, they called to say they'd made a terrible mistake. They underestimated the need for a separate rod racking and manual handling system, plus an oversized telehandler just to move it. And the best they were managing is 4 holes a week. That's over $1 million tied up in a platform that simply wasn't matched to the workload. If you want to scale, and most do, then you must make money first. We make our money drilling. Productivity should always be the key decision factor. Optimize what you have, invest in the least compromised equipment, and most importantly, invest in the people within your team. That's what gives you the biggest scope for growth.